Well, in many respects, he's a promoter's dream. Kevin Trailblazer Holland sometimes flaps the gums a little bit and maybe says some things that the UFC doesn't like, but this always answers the bell, and not just answers the bell, but always shows up in fine fettle, always in good shape, always ready to perform. His strength of schedule rivals any fighter in the UFC's middleweight or light heavyweight division. And if Kevin Holland can fight on instinct, stay true to himself, not play his opponent's game, the guy could be a world champion one day. Easier said than done. Folks, Kevin Holland, one of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again back on the proving ground tonight. Colby Covington maintains status as one of the best welterweights in the world.
He is absolutely one of the best welterweights in the world. A lot of times people mistake the talk and the persona for Colby not being able to be a fighter. Colby Covington is a fantastic fighter, and he will get in your face from the moment the official, or the moment the referee says fight, and the pace, and the cardio, and the work rate that he will push on his opponents is enough to break guys. Guys that are traditionally known as phenomenal cardio fighters like Rafael dos Anjos melt under Colby Covington. He is a great fighter and a very, very hard worker.
Colby Chaos Covington, always ready to engage. We'll see how he handles this challenge tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Kevin the Trailblazer Holland. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Colby Chaos Covington.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, early round action. Is he going to sit there and feed off of that jab? You never really know what you're going to get. The one guarantee when you're fighting Colby Covington, it's going to be all offense all the time. Just out of range with the big right hand. All right, too easy right out of the chute. The wrestler is able to land his first takedown attempt against the kickboxer, and hate to overstate it, but that moment feels pretty significant.
It's a massive moment. He knew that he needed to get this fight to the floor early. He needed to discourage this guy and remind him that, hey, you've defended takedowns before, but you have not defended my takedowns. I am at a different level, and when I am wrestling you, you go down.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Covington. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground.
Nice transition.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Making all these shots count. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now, because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine, If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Covington's right back to the full mount here. We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Covington. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Good work from the top here by Covington. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
He's got to be careful here.
Just over 2 minutes now to go.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move.
Covington's back in full mount.
This is where he wants to be.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back.
Ref will help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
Covington's able to flatten him out. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
Oh, into the mount.
Nice positional control here. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Covington. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, take a seat, bud. Deep breath for me. Breathe in through that nose, out through that mouth. All right, here's some water. And listen, your kicks are working hard.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's success over the course of that round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. Hook to the head lands flush there by Holland.
There's another one.
Punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing his shots.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shot. Just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
Beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Oh, made good use of his size there as he lands the flush knee. Both guys appeared to land there.
Devastating body kick land.
Wow, another nice combination there. He's got the flow state going. Covington doesn't get enough credit for the striking, but it's certainly on point tonight, champ. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish. Big shot to the body. Real quick leg kick.
Covington gets the double leg takedown. Man, look how flexible.
I mean, John, don't sell yourself short. You just might be able to do it, but if you do, John, you're doing it with the idea that you're slowing everything down as a defensive fighter. There are submissions, right? There are submissions, but they're very rare submissions that we don't see used very often in the UFC.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. And dizzy as he looks to improve position here.
He needs to try to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Holland. Ground and pound strike there now. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Oh, great ground strike there, and now blood is a factor. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Oh, how about that strong reversal on the ground. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
I'm standing this up. You need to work.
Nice.
All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Covington.
What a nasty flying knee.
Left to left. Beautiful combination to get the knockdown. Back to the feet. 30 seconds to go. Oh, outstanding placement as he lands the knee to the body. Again, the taller fighter making noise with a knee strike there. Nice punch there by Covington. Final seconds here of round two. This could do it. 10 minutes in the can. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician.
It's only going to get worse. You have to be smart with your exchange.
Lot to like from him, but on defense, he hasn't been able to stop anything tonight.
Yeah, it's got to be the whole game, though, John. He's got to be willing and able to do everything. He's done a good job on the offensive side, but he has not defended well, and now he's dealing with that nasty cut. That cut is going to be an issue as the fight goes forward. He's got to change something.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Turning defense into offense, blocks the strike, counters with the jab. He's got a good reach advantage in this matchup, and it certainly looked pretty pronounced in that exchange. Good straight hand there by Holland.
Great timing on that double leg.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Covington. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Covington's back in half guard. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Let's advance the side control now.
Getting them out here. He's going after that cut over and over again, and every time he lands, the cut gets worse.
Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Holland. Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Let's go. Posture, heavy shots.
Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
Covington's right back to the full mount. Oh, man, another strike gets through, and now things are critical. We got a lot of blood, folks. So we have passed the midway point in the fight. While working pretty effectively. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Well, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this athlete right now?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that, where a guy is just too tough. He's not going to win this fight. He may as well throw in the towel. I mean, now he's looking off. He goes to finish. Look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Oh, he escapes!
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense. Full side control now.
Nicely done. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and all right, good back and forth action, but they pause things here, DC. They're going to call in the ringside physician and take a look at what is a nasty cut.
Well, he's got to check on it because you don't know if the fighter's going to be able to continue. Fighters always want to fight, but it's up to the ringside physician to tell them if they're capable of it.
All right, that is going to do it, man. These fans are heartless.
I knew he was going to stop it. You could have let the guy fight. Give him a shot. Give him a shot, John.
I don't know, man. Live to fight another day. You could stick 3/4 inside that thing. We now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight. Declaring the winner by TKO, Colby Covington.
What a moment, what a reaction from this crowd, and of course no judges' scorecards needed after the wrestler finishes the kickboxer on a massive stage tonight.
Massive stage. He went out there and did everything he said he was going to do. He knew that there were some advantages in this matchup. Not only did he take advantage of those advantages, he put an exclamation point on the fight by getting the finish. Tremendous.